Oh, we're recording. Okay.
Who, what, when, where, why, how, right now. We want answers, so we question everything. Who, what, when, where, why, how, right now. We want answers, so we question everything. We question everything, and everything gets questioned here. Yeah, we question everything, and everything gets questioned here. We question everything, and everything gets questioned here.
What's going on, quarantine people? What's that? Quarantine people. Simple. Welcome to Question Everything, brought to you in part by Lyrical Wizardry, where we do alchemy through words to kill fear, manifest dreams, and turn thoughts into audible reality. I'm your host, Gregory Rutledge, physically known as G-Wiz. Let's get this dread twisted. That's my way of saying let's get it together. Chicken grilling, show on the road.
Hey, good looking. What you got cooking?
Cooking questions up there for me,
Why question everything?
because why not?
What do you have to lose if you do? I'd be more concerned with is what do you have to lose if you don't?
That's not none of my business.
Seriously though, this has been an idea I've been stewing on for a while. I have a lot of friends that say I have a voice that needs to be heard, or strangers say they swear they see me on TV, telling me that I look like a rock star. My favorite quote back in the day from people when they heard my music:
Why aren't you famous?
I have one answer to that question. As much of an extrovert as I am, I will always love to leave a dump in peace.
Why do you say leave a dump?
Because what kind of sicko takes a dump?
You...
That's your business if that's what you do.
Like, comment, subscribe, share. Hate me if you really feel you need to take it there. We can address that too. Question me, question you, question everything. Cause that's what we do.
Alright, let's go with the intro. You know who I am. What is it that I do? User experience design, content creator, a writer, speaker, poet to a beat, otherwise known as a rapper. It's been 3 years and about 12 days. Father of 5, technically 6, including me. Children, that's a story for another show. And if you want to get technical, I've been Uncle Greg since I was 4. Now, why do I do what I do? Because people are still walking around this earth unaware of their full potential, including me. And they have no idea what they're missing out on.
Including me.
Now that you know the who, the what, and the why, let's find out how we can start in the moment, diverge and take a broader look, and then converge and take a look inside ourselves. And then we'll wrap this up, and you can continue on in your YouTube automatic suggestion rabbit hole until you're watching power washing and abandoned house search videos to help you fall asleep. The moment we have here is called the present because it's a gift. The present moment is where the power lies. For the moment segment, I'll either talk about current events, a thought of the day, something I've questioned recently, or a quote of the day. For this particular show, I'm going to start with a quote of the day. One of my favorite quotes, actually, the one that I had on the back of my car when I first got on the road. I'll never forget it. It says, "Too late to apologize. I already spit in your drink." I'm kidding. Well, I'm not. That sticker was there too. And as a server, my bosses and customers loved it the same. They didn't love it. They didn't love it at all. But I don't spit in nice people's drinks. Do one thing every day that scares you. Eleanor Roosevelt. I thought I was such a badass when I was running the streets selling drugs and rapping about the lifestyle. But when I got sober, I realized how much of a coward I was and how much I was really afraid of. I didn't like to walk in front of people, talk in front of crowds larger than one, or even eat in front of people. Did not go to a restaurant and eat by myself because everyone would stare at me. Oh, the irony. So I did. The next 3 years, I did one thing I had never done before that was absolutely terrifying to me. That quote turned into my own personal motto. If there's anything that scares me, I have to face it head on so that nothing can hold me back. I became hell on wheels. I think I did more damage in my first 4 years of sobriety than I did in my 10 years of active addiction. I had the courage and I didn't have to worry about being arrested publicly and being publicly for being publicly intoxicated or having drug paraphernalia on me. That's a scary thought. What do you fear? What's keeping you from doing that thing that you don't think you have time to do? What's holding you back because of the manufactured lies in your head about how hard you think it'll be? I want you to drop your thoughts in the comments section or email me your experiences with how you face fear, and I will try to address them in the next show. Give me all your questions. I will question them too. Or will I?
Drop it in the comments or send your boy an email. Gotta keep you curious, otherwise we fail. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, that's how long I've been on the web. MSN.com came before Hotmail.
Now let's branch out. I don't know about you, but when someone asks me a question that I was not ready for, it stumps me pretty bad. I've had a few of these in my life. The most frustrating of them all was, who are you? Who are you? I'm not sure who exactly asked me that. I just know it was an older man. He said it over and over and over and over and over again, no matter what answer I gave him.
Who are you?
Gregory?
No, that's your name.
What do you mean? I'm a server.
No, that's your profession. Who are you?
I'm G-Wiz. I'm a rapper. That's what I do.
No, that's your nickname and hobby. Who are you?
What the fuck are you talking about, old man? I'm a father.
No, that's your paternal status. Who are you?
I'm Sandra's son.
No, that's your relation to your mother, but you're getting closer.
Okay. I'm Willie's son.
Not exactly, but you're the closest you've ever been.
But now, I'm steaming mad. Mind you, I'm like 22. He finally says,
You're a child of God.
tell me why I still didn't understand that concept until 2015. It took another 9 years of trying to fit in and prove myself before I realized I have a home. I have an inheritance, and I know whose I am. I am worthy just the way I am. That was life-changing. I learned the devil will always try and attack your identity before anything else, because when you don't know where you belong or where you're from, you will wander aimlessly and think you have to fight for what's yours or prove your worth. They call that the orphan spirit. That's one of 3 for me. So what is the question that stumped you? What is the question that you were asked that changed the entire course of your life unexpectedly? A question you didn't know you needed and haven't stopped ruminating on since it was asked.
Drop it in the comments or send your boy an email. Gotta keep you curious, otherwise we fail. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, that's how long I've been on the web. MSN.com came before Hotmail.
Let's converge and look inside ourselves. This is where my inner Billy Blinks gets channeled and I tell y'all to dig deeper. Or was that Beachbody? Who knows? Those videos are exhausting. And so is taking a deeper look at yourself. Everything you know about the world is subject to revision, including the truth.
What do you mean, G-Wiz?
I mean, not everything you've learned, heard, been told, or found out is necessarily true. But it's much easier just to accept information than it is to gather it on your own.
Which is why television and the internet is so dang addictive.
Spoofing the information.
What is something you were told that you did wrong, or that you do differently, that you refuse to acknowledge because you know that it will require more work and effort to change it than to just ignore it or deny it? I'll give you one of mine. I was working my first salary desk job where I had a client named Michael. Now, mind you, I grew up in France. I know how to spell Michael, but my coworker Candace, she didn't seem to think so. She asked me
Why I was spelling Michael like that.
that's how you spell Michael. At least, that's how it felt right. I refused to believe her, and I kept doing it my way. I did a lot of that at the job. I did a lot of that at that job. And I let my pride run me right out the door. It wasn't until I got fired and ended up getting a job at Michael's stores that I realized, oh my God, was freaking right. I was supposed to email my resume to a VP at michaels.com. I kept getting a delivery failure notification email. So I read over it. I looked at what she sent in the email. It's like my entire world just switched the E and the A. Like I had never seen it. And it was like never that way no matter how much I tried to prove it. It just disappeared. The world undid itself. The universe changed. It's like I watched the Michaels logo switch in front of my eyes. Blew my mind. Blew my mind. What is something you were told that you did wrong or that you do differently that you refuse to acknowledge because you know that it will require more work and effort to change it than just ignore it or deny it? This, folks, is a hard question. But you know the drill. Questions for next time.
Drop it in the comments or send your boy an email. Gotta keep you curious, otherwise we fail.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, that's how long I've been on the web. MSN.com came before Hotmail. I'm that old.
You wrap it up, G?
So we started with who I am, what was going on in the moment, diverged on a broader scale, and we converged and took a look inside ourselves. Now I ask the question that should spark some long-needed action. What is that thing you keep putting off because you don't think you have time to do it? Should you try to at least start it? Let me know what that thing was, answer the questions from the segments, or ask some new questions. I have lots of layers to me. Ask me questions. I want to know that I'm making an impact on you and that it's changed your life. Will I see you next time?
Like, comment, subscribe, share. Hate me if you really feel you need to take it there. We can address that too. Question me, question you, question everything. Cause that's what we do.
Will I see you next time? 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 Question everything. Until then.